Good afternoon. It was quite a volatile session for the Aussie market, but despite a late attempt to finish higher, the market did fade in the last hour or two of the session. So we had the ASX 200 today finishing completely flat, down by 1 point to 6,195. And that means we've been unable to snap a three-day losing streak. It also means that we're still hovering around, though, the best levels in a decade. And what certainly helped to avoid the market or prevent the market from finishing lower today was the fact that energy stocks did very well, and that's because the price of oil shot up by 3.5% in overnight trade. One of the reasons was that the US has been trying to convince European nations to not buy oil from Iran starting in November. So companies that benefited, like BHP Billiton, Woodside, Oil Search, Santos and Origin, were all up quite impressively. Now, when the oil price lifts, tends to not be a great thing for the airlines, and that's a reason why Qantas shares were down about 2%. But outside of those stocks, we had the banks underperforming this afternoon. They weren't able to finish higher. They were largely mixed at lunch, but they faded in late trade. And that was a reason why we couldn't just sneak into positive territory by the end of the session. Now, if we look at some of the best and worst performers on the market, in the losers column, O-Media was the worst performer on the ASX 200. It fell 6%. That's because it came back online after a capital raising. And at the moment, it's in the process of raising money from institutional investors, but also retail investors coming up to help pay for the acquisition of the outdoor advertiser Adshel, which will take place in coming weeks. Also, Metcash was a big loser today. It's fallen 6%, underperformed in recent days after delivering a $150 million loss for the past year. In the winners column, though, one of the best has been Kathmandu. Its shares are up 3.8% today and up 16% this week. And that's because it basically raised its profit and sales expectations for the year just days ago. Now, outside of that, the Aussie dollar has been a contributor to the market's moves in recent weeks, and it has fallen about 2 cents this month. So that's a good thing for companies like Macquarie, which makes a lot of money in the US. In fact, in a recent report, it said that a 10% move in the Aussie dollar impacts its profits by about 7%. So it's been a beneficiary from a firmer US, but also Aristocrat Leisure, the poker machine game maker, has quite a big US business, so its shares have jumped as well. Tonight, you've got the Bank of England governor delivering a talk in the UK. You've got a trade balance figures out of the US in durable goods orders. The Aussie dollar 73.7 US.